Your large company is looking into getting a new phone system. So say you have over 100 employees that use your phone system. Well, some people would call that a medium-sized company. You can call it either medium or large, but regardless, if you're looking into a new phone system, one of the things that you're going to want to look at is security and compliance. I know there's some companies out there that that's a big deal for. So wanted to make a quick video on the topic of the things you should look for, the checklist you should have for security and compliance if you're shopping for a phone system and you're a large company. But before I get too far into the video, just a quick plug. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below if you find the video useful. Also, if you'd like my recommendations on the best phone system service providers for your large company, you can watch this video. The information's great, but just shoot me an email, give me a call, and ask me for my recommendations. I'm a broker for all the major service providers out there, and for free, I will actually tell you which service providers your company should be quoting and why. So don't forget to do that. More on that at the end of the video. Okay, so if your large company is shopping for a new phone system here in 2023, one of the things that you should definitely be looking at is security and compliance. And not all cloud service providers are the same when it comes to phone systems. So the first thing you want to do is ask them about their certifications. It sounds obvious, but I know some people forget about that. Ask them right out of the gate, because not all cloud phone system service providers are certified for the same certifications, or for the same compliance standards. So for instance, if your company needs HIPAA compliance, ask them if they're HIPAA compliant, if they have that certification. Or if you need PCI compliance, ask them if they're certified for PCI compliance. And it goes on down the list. So whatever compliances you need up front, ask them if they are certified for that compliance. And don't take, well, we're not certified, but blah, blah, blah. You know, make sure that they're certified, because I guarantee you there's enough service providers out there who are going to be certified in the way your company needs. And that should be one of the first questions that you ask. Something else that you may want to ask is for full transmission encryption. Ask the cloud phone system service provider if they offer that. What that means is the phone call encrypted during the call? So is there any way anyone can access that call? Is the call encrypted during the actual phone call? So that's something that you might be interested in asking, depending on the level of security your company requires. Something else you want to ask about is whether or not they have a secure peer-to-peer connection, meaning that is there any data that's stored on either side of the phone call at any point in time? Additionally, you might want to ask them if they have a zero vendor access policy with the data that takes place on calls. So for instance, is the cloud phone system service provider's employees able to access any data that is shared during a video conference call or a web conference call? Is that information available to internal employees, and if so, how? So that's something that you may not think about, but actually is really important when you think about it. Finally, a big thing and a common thing that you want to think about is if your company has call recording taking place, whether or not you're doing on-demand call recording or if all calls are being recorded, where are those call recordings being stored, and what is the security surrounding those call recordings? So obviously that's a big deal. So say you're HIPAA compliant and there are some recordings taking place where there's sensitive information on there, and those recordings are being stored somewhere. You absolutely, in order to be HIPAA compliant, you need to make sure there's encryption and there's security based on where those call recordings are being stored. So those are a few things that you want to look at regarding security and compliance if your large company is shopping for a cloud phone system in 2023. I hope that video was helpful. If so, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below. And again, if you'd like my recommendation, if you want to take the shortcut and just get my recommendation on the best cloud phone system service providers for your large company. And if you have over like 100 employees, absolutely give me a call, shoot me an email. I'm happy to help. I'll ask you a few questions. I've been doing this for 20 years. So I really know all the service providers in the marketplace, and based on a few questions, I can pair you up with the service providers that my customers have had the best experience with based on your company's specific requirements. And the nice thing is as a broker, you don't have to pay me anything. If you end up purchasing from one of the service providers that I recommend, that service provider pays my company my broker fee. So you don't have to pay me a thing, so there's absolutely no excuse not to at least reach out and see what I have to say about which vendors your company should be quoting. Again, I hope that video was helpful, and don't forget to watch the next one. I'll catch you then.